What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Samdukez with another Frosty K vid. So this video, after reading a lot of the comments on my previous videos, with people wanting to know like how to deal with warriors, how to deal with casters, etc., I decided to try out something fun, and it will be to release videos only against those classes and do a commentary of what I do differently against each class. Now, the thing is, I would love to do it on every single class, but at this rating, you don't see every class, so it won't. I won't have any clips for those certain classes. Like for example, a mage. I haven't seen a mage in the last 10 queue sessions in 2v2. So, but if I do get those clips, I'll definitely post it and tell you guys what I do differently. Now, this edition will be about warriors, and I'll try to explain my the best that I can what I do differently to give you an advantage against them. It is not set in stone, because as you do more and more arena, you always change your change tactics, etc. Because it wouldn't make sense if you go and do the same thing that you've always been doing and then asking yourself, why do I keep losing? So don't be scared to try new things, all right? So let's get right into this video. Going up against our counter, Warrior Archer. I'm gonna try my best to include this in a lot of videos because, like I said, it is our counter, and you will see a lot of it. It's just a strong comp as well, overall. Because it's a counter, you know, we win some, we lose some, but it is really important to perfect your strategy every time you lose. You do not want to go inside and do the same thing that you've done previously, because most likely you are going to lose. So we have to play around Disarm and Stormbolt, and since we are running our burst spec build, actually, we have to basically. We have a shorter uptime because of that Disarm and Stormbolt. So we do know that we want to be able to get those cooldowns outside of the burst, so that way when we do burst, we have a lot of uptime. So one thing to do is that you need more damage, and to do more damage, instead of using Icy Talons, we are going to use Shattering Strike for this. So basically, when we do, we're going to be doing those 60% buffed frost strikes, and they are actually going to really help us bait out defensives and disarms, etc. And they actually proved really effective. Now remember, this is just me trying it out for the first time, and we also changed a lot of other things. Now with Dust Chill, you're going to see that I'm going to be able to root when I feel like rooting. And not just when Remorseless Winter wants me to root, basically, which is every 20 seconds. I like to time it with his burst, that way I do have the most uptime. I don't like to like keep rooting, because if you keep rooting and then you really need it off DR, it's not going to be off DR. So let's get into the gameplay. Here we go. So we are going to start off on the warrior. I always love to go on the shaman, but the warrior just stays on me, because in dampening they have such a high advantage because of that mortal strike healing debuff, and if the warrior stays on me, they know that in the long run they have a better chance of me of them winning, right? So I grip in the shaman over here. I start the burst. He's going to get away, so I do Wraith Walk to him. And since it is the beginning of the matchup, I do have all my CDs, so I have those connecting factors and stuff. So now that he got away, I get feared, etc., I am on the warrior. Notice that before, in a previous matchup, I would stay on the warrior because he's not letting me go to the shaman, right? Now over here, the reason I pull back is because the shaman is just free casting on me lava, whatever it's called, and lightning bolt, so it does a lot of damage, and I need to get out of line. I did not want to use my AMS over there, so I am trying my best to line, right, and rooting the warrior at the same time. I'm also getting, since I do have those 5 Razor Eyes while I'm 5 stacks, I am hitting them for the for the buffed Frost Strike, right? And notice that he's running away as well. Now, like I was saying before, I would only go on the warrior because he's forcing me to go on him. But a different strategy I took during this matchup is that I basically always try to make my way to the shamans. That way it forces him to move, and as he's moving, I'm hitting the warrior as well, as opposed to just going on warrior while the shaman is just you know, healing him like full, because shaman heals are really strong. So I force him to go that way. And over here you notice how he tried to jump back, but he got stunned because of that. Over here I messed up a little bit. I missed the kick, so he's able to recover from it. But you saw how we put enough pressure on him, and we're gonna do this the whole time. Now, because he's still low, I'm still on him, right? He's eventually going to be able to get away. I got feared, and I am just like perma-slow, so I'm gonna eventually have to go onto the warrior. So I'm hitting the warrior as well while making my way. The only reason I'm still making my way to him is because my Mistweaver was actually holding him pretty well. All right, so now that the shaman is across the map, I'm gonna start hitting the warrior, putting some damage into him. Right, at the same time kiting and making my way to the shaman. I am bolted over here, and notice how I have 2 seconds left on my burst, so we don't have a bolt to worry about. I think we still have the disarm to worry about, but hey, 1 out of 2 is pretty good. So I'm keeping the warrior low. Did he parry over here? Oh, he has an earth shield on him. So now I started my burst. Notice how I got disarmed. The shaman, after I gripped him, basically leaped away, and I was slowed. So I did not want my burst to go to waste, and I do not want to make my way all the way to shaman. We already got him on the move. So, and notice how the warrior just got stunned. So over here, I'm gonna start hitting the warrior. I don't mind about the hex because I'm in good position. I have the warrior on his in defensive stance. And so because of my healer being CC'd before, it's always good to throw that 1 chains of ice and then preemptively. So then if you do need the root, you don't have to put 2 chains. You already have 1 on him, and then you can just do another one for the root, right? So over here, I'm still hitting the warrior, but notice how I'm making my way towards the shaman. Try to kill the Sky Fury every time I'm close to it. At the same time, throwing those chains on the warrior, hitting him, but making that shaman go really far, right? That's a really crucial strategy to make him on the move. You also gotta, like I said before, you gotta be careful of those lava bursts. So right now he charges me back, and I'm throwing those chains. I do that wraith walk. I know he doesn't have charge. I make my way to the shaman over here. I pop my burst, right? Again, I get disarmed, so I'm going to hit the Howling Blast just to get those damage up. He does get away over here. I believe I switch back to the warrior. See, now we got them both low. This is exactly what we want. I do get bolted. I do trinket it because this is like a kill window, basically. It's unfortunate because he parried as well, so I could not get the kill. If I had enough runic power, I could have gotten the kill with the Frost Strikes through the parry, but it's unfortunate. But we did get a lot of cooldowns. They're both running Relentless, remember that as well. So now I am hitting the the shaman and the warrior, still just cleaving, making the shaman move. And notice how the warrior leaped away is because he knew his shaman was incapped, and he didn't want to go toe-to-toe with me. So he's I'm still hitting him, and they're recovering pretty good over here, but my burst is up again, right? And we still have them both on the defensive. Now, I do want to make my way to that Sky Fury because it does give that shaman that crit, and we don't want that. Throwing those chains, I do get stunned over here. My Mistweaver does dispel it pretty quickly, and now we don't have to deal with any stuns. I do get feared as well, so we don't have to deal with that also. I'm going to root him in place while he leaped. Start the burst, hit the warrior at the same time, stay offensive, get that incap on him, on the shaman, and we're gonna get also a sweep we got Link right there, which is really good, and they're still both really low. And I end up killing the warrior. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Remember, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below as well, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, guys, peace.